break. We got about, we rolled through about 150 miles. We got another like 40 miles. The scenery is absolutely beautiful, breathtaking. Another reason why we stopped is right there is the Crazy Norwegians fish and chips. And I'm not leaving Oregon without some fish and chips. So we're gonna go have some because I'm in a mood for it. Look at this. Fish, chips, french fries. Oh yeah. I gotta get some tartar sauce here. Look at that. Oh man. I hit the spot. Stop to refuel. I always gotta worry about Sandy's got a smaller tank, so we're gonna refuel and then figure things out from here. We're in California. Danny boy. Look at the smile on his face. This was his main stop. He had to come to California. He's here. We're gonna go take a couple pictures, but we're in California. Holy cow, they're huge! Guys, check this out. We're in Redwood National Park Forest. Oh my God, how cool is this? They're like 50 feet away from us. Whole bunch of elk, bucks. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that.
Look at those. Look at the horns.
12-pointer.
Huge.
We've seen it all on this trip, huh?
Yeah. Just a whale we didn't see.
Well, we could have in Oregon, maybe. I can't believe how many males together. It's all males. Oh my God, this trip has been amazing. Just like 12 buck elks. Never seen that before, where just that many males together, chilling out, eating. Absolutely awesome experience. Awesome. It's getting dark. Really, really foggy. All right, guys, we're at the hotel. I'm unpacking. We checked in. It's been a long day. We'll talk to you tomorrow. 6:15 a.m. Leaving California, going to Reno, Nevada. We decided to go to Reno instead of Vegas because we've all been to Vegas. Probably in the mid-50s. And this is where we're at, coming out of the Redwood, National Redwood Forest. It's like misty and cloudy, This area of like California and Oregon, where we went through yesterday, very cloudy, very foggy, very misty, cooler weather. Stays around 65 degrees, 50 to 65 degrees, and it's incredible. Those giant redwoods are like persistently or constantly in that fog. Maybe that's why they grow so big. They always get that moisture. All right, the guys are getting organized. And Sandy loves that word.
I love that word.
You know, I cracked my GoPro.
What?
When I dropped it, there's a little tiny crack across the...
When'd you drop it? I didn't see that.
Yeah. Whatever. It is what it is. Temperatures are going to change drastically again once we get into Reno. Then we have to ride into Utah. It's gonna be a scorcher again. So enjoy it now, Sandy.
Yeah.
It's about 52 degrees. Cool, damp, drizzly, foggy. I can't wait to get out of this weather. Excellent views, huh? But we might have a little problem here. Let's see. Do you have a rag? Do you have a rag?
Yeah, it's right here.
Danny's, looks like Danny's fork seal's leaking. I just asked him if you hit a, big pothole.
Couple times in Milwaukee.
In Milwaukee, the roads are horrible there in Milwaukee.
I was like 3,000 miles ago.
4,000
miles ago. So I think it's shooting up, John. Look.
Yeah.
It's even it's even dripping up here. So I think it's shooting up and then dripping back down.
Yeah, when you hit a, when you hit a bump or something.
We'll have to monitor it.
It was dripping?
Yeah, it's dripping.
Okay.
Well, because it shoots up, right?
Yeah.
It's nothing. It's completely dry up here, so it looks like it's just hitting this.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to. I want to wipe it down so we can monitor it and make sure that it's not bad. The problem is when it gets too bad. If it leaks onto the caliper and onto the brake pads.
Yeah, I checked that out. All that's dry. So
yeah,
it looks
that's bad. So if you notice any difference in brake feel,
yeah,
you got to immediately tell us and we got to pull over. But
I originally thought, no, it's definitely this is wet too, but I think it's the same.
Yeah, no, that's just the ABS line.
For fork seals, 20,000, 40,000. Remember he told us that.
No, I don't know. It all depends. I mean,
dry the climate is and stuff like that.
No, the road.
Yeah, it's the road.
So just like the guys that do stunts.
Yeah.
When they come off of a wheelie, you got to give it gas to lighten up the load when it comes back down.
Right.
So what happens is when they don't do that, it'll instantly can blow the seal.
Oh. Yeah. I never, when I do wheelies, I never like, I know, I let it drop. You know, and then.
So does the bag touch the pavement? But we're gonna monitor it.
You're full of,
yeah, I know. We're gonna monitor this.
The right one also is kind of, look at the back over here.
Yeah. How many miles on these seals? Is this like from when you got the bike?
No,
original?
so I believe I put it at, it was my 8,000 kilometer, which is, I guess, around 55, 6,000 miles, is when I put the gold fork tubes in the Nest legs.
You don't want this, right?
Let me keep that and I'll check my oil.
Yeah, so how many miles you think you got on?
It's probably about 12 on these
12,000
new forks.
All right, well, we'll just have to...
But again, you hit a couple of potholes.
Oh, yeah, you hit a... Listen...
You can put them on yesterday.
If you hit a big enough pothole, a couple of things are going to happen. Either you're going to bend the friggin' wheel, right? Or get a blowout, or you're going to blow a seal. Yeah. It's, highly probable. So we'll just have to take a look at it, That's all. Just keep an eye out on it, all right?
Yeah.
As long as it's not pissing out, you're good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if it gets worse, then you know we'll have to
figure it out.
We'll have to figure it out from them. You know, go to the dealer,
and see what's up.
Yeah, because that's the real issue is making sure that the
how much oil we're losing.
Fluid doesn't get onto the rotor, because then obviously you know that left side ain't gonna do shit for braking.
Yeah, and so far it's dry. It looks like it's skipping it. So
yeah, and also you know use back brake when you come to a hard stop too. All right. There's a lot of other forest fires that are going on in California now. We can still smell the smoke. We've been smelling smoke probably for the last 100 miles. It's insane. Back where we just passed, we probably passed a good 20-30 miles of scorched forest. It's saddening. Almost 100 degrees, and that type of riding, even though it's beautiful, it's tiring because it's turn after turn after turn, switchback after switchback, speed up, slow down, speed up, slow down. It's tiring, and 100 miles of that type of riding, you could do, you know, hour and 15 minutes, hour and 20 minutes on a highway. But on these types of road, it may take you 2.5 hours. So there's a lot of seat time in that type of riding. All right, guys, so a couple things. I'm gonna eat a little bit, drink a little bit, it's hot. I told you guys a couple miles back, Danny's got a problem. He is leaking on the fork seal. So I got an idea. I was just in the store, they got a hardware store there. I actually picked up an item. I have an idea to kind of try to contain it, so this way it doesn't drip down and fall on the pavement, and as he's riding maybe be slippery for him for the rear wheel. Also, I don't want that fluid trickling down and going onto his rotor or brake pads. Very, very dangerous. So I have an idea just to contain it, so hopefully he can make it home. And then this way we can monitor a lot better. Let me show you what I'm gonna do. So when it's really hot out, I don't like eating heavy food, or I don't like eating a lot, period. So I actually just went into the grocery store and got some, what is this, 1% cottage cheese. I love cottage cheese, high in protein, no carbohydrates. And just for some natural sugar, we got a good old apple. Looks good. I hope it's not as shitty as the last one I had. I had to throw it out. Oh, that's so good. This whole thing is only 360 calories. Let me see. And it's got 52 grams of protein. And carbs is maybe like 10-15 grams, which is nothing. Really, really good for you.
Oh, I got some vitamin water. John, you want some Coca-Cola?
No thanks, buddy. When I'm out on a trip, I'd rather stop at a grocery store and pick up some healthy food. Oh, look at what's behind me, or behind you guys, rather than getting some crappy junk food. Look at this, blackberries. Huh, they're not ready yet. Some fruit and cottage cheese, you can't beat it. Sandy took a shower.
Oh yeah.
Here, hold this.
And the sprinklers.
Hold this. I got an idea. For Danny. Come here. Let's see. I hope it works.
Yeah, from our last stop till now, it doesn't, like, you see residue, but it doesn't look like it's
Yeah. something like this.
What, like a Band-Aid for see if it's hard?
Yeah.
Just to have it sit on top of the tube so it doesn't kind of splash off.
Why, it's squirting at you? No.
No, but you know how we noticed it dropping from the top? So obviously at some point it's going up and then it's
Hold that, Danny, right there.
So John, you mind explaining what you're doing? What are you
So
attempting?
I don't want, God forbid this blows out, I don't want it to go onto his brake rotor and not have brakes.
And the pads and
I'd
everything,
rather
yeah.
have this collect the oil, and then we'll see if, you know, every time we stop, we'll feel it and make sure if it's not saturated, right, and soaked, we're good. But if this thing is like saturated, then we may have to stop at a dealer and do something about it, right? So I'd rather, and this okay, got it?
Yeah.
It's not going to do anything to the...
It's just for it to inspect what's going on.
Yeah, I mean,
Just to try to contain, I guess,
Contain
any
the-
oil from splashing, I guess.
contain the
Gotcha.
fluid, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah, so at least that, and maybe I'll put another one here. You know what I mean? Just to hold that. And this way we could check on it, you know?
Maybe just put it here, John. Wrap it around the fork.
That's where it's gonna move.
Oh, I see.
It goes up and down over there, so I don't want, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this, at least, it's almost like almost like a dirt bike, the rubber boot that you had over, you know, the old dirt
the
bikes.
boots.
You know what I mean?
The boots. Yeah.
The boots.
The fork boots.
And then we'll just pay attention to it.
Kind of matches the gold fork too.
It's gold.
It's gold, all right?
It's gold.
It's faded from the California sun.
You know, let me.
Oh yeah, matches. Look.
Perfect.
So let's just put another one on the other side so it looks nice. So it matches.
So it looks custom. So it looks custom.
Yeah, I mean, because if it does blow out, there's a chance, you know, it running down
Yeah.
and hitting the rotor, and then poor Danny's gonna have no brakes.
Yeah.
Chopper style, real brakes only.
Oh no, you have the right side, the right rotor.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I know, but
Obviously,
it's
of course.
still,
Safety thing. Yeah.
God forbid you got emergency stop or something, you know? Thanks, camera guy.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and that we'll just monitor it, and if as long as it's not soaked, you'll be good. That's all. But if we know if that thing's like dripping wet, then we know we got a problem.
Yeah,
You know
right
what I
now
mean?
I don't feel anything.
Right. That's another thing. If you start feeling like you bottoming out, that's going to be a sign that we gotta do something about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Got 169 miles to get to Reno.